On February 19, 1473, in Torunia, Poland, Nicolaus Copernicus was born into a prosperous merchant family. No one that winter morning could have guessed that this child would one day shift humanity's place in the cosmos. But what did Copernicus do that changed the world? And why did he wait to publish his ideas until he was near death? Orphaned at age 10 and raised by his maternal uncle, a Catholic bishop, Copernicus was educated in preparation for a respectable church career. He studied astronomy and astrology at the University of Krakow, then law and medicine in Italy. By trade, he was a church canon, managing property, finances, and even medical care. Astronomy was what Copernicus did in his spare time. At the time, scholars followed the system laid out by the ancient Greek thinkers Aristotle and Ptolemy. No one dared challenge these giants, whose ideas had stood for more than 1,000 years. For them, the Earth stood motionless at the center of the universe. The sun, moon, and planets revolved around it in perfect circles. This idea seemed to match Scripture, and it matched common sense. After all, the Earth doesn't feel like it's moving. But to those who observed the heavens closely, the planets didn't behave. They sometimes appeared to move backward across the sky. Astronomers, afraid to go against Aristotle and Ptolemy, came up with more and more complicated explanations to justify the contradictions. Sometime between 1508 and 1514, Copernicus drafted a short manuscript proposing something radical. The sun sits at the center, and the Earth moves. Amazingly, he did all of this without the benefit of a telescope, which wouldn't be invented for another 100 years. He knew his ideas could put him into conflict with church doctrine about the heavens. To avoid the backlash, Copernicus waited until 1543, the year of his death, to publish his groundbreaking book titled On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres. In it, he argued that the Earth spins daily and orbits the Sun yearly. His model wasn't perfect, yet the idea was explosive. Later figures like Galileo, Kepler, and Newton would build on his work. Nicolaus Copernicus didn't just rearrange the planets. He rearranged humanity's place in the universe. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1787, German-English astronomer William Herschel's 40-foot telescope is used for the first time. In 1807, former U.S. Vice President Aaron Burr is arrested in Alabama on treason charges. In 1878, Thomas Edison patents the phonograph, the first device to both record and playback sound. In 1942, FDR signs Executive Order 9066, authorizing the internment of Japanese Americans. In 1945, U.S. Marines invade the Japanese island of Iwo Jima in one of World War II's most brutal battles. In 1980, AC/DC lead singer Bon Scott dies at the age of 33 after a night of excessive drinking. In 2020, China expels Wall Street Journal reporters because of an op-ed criticizing its handling of the coronavirus. And now, it's time for our Today in History quiz. Which famous 20th century photographer is most associated with landscape photography of the American West? Dorothea Lange, William Eggleston, Imogen Cunningham, or Ansel Adams? Liked learning about Nicolaus Copernicus? Then you'll love this one about another giant of the scientific revolution, Galileo. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.